Good evening.
Evening, Susan. For working parents, it's a daily leap of faith, leaving your child to be cared for all day by someone else.
How good is your babysitter? Is your child getting the best of care? In this nervous age, parents are going to new lengths to find out. Some are even peeking through electronic keyholes, putting hidden cameras into their own homes. They say it gives them peace of mind, an answer to the question, can I trust my nanny? But for nannies, it raises a whole new question, can I trust my boss?
I'm interested in renting a hidden camera to watch my babysitter.
We got lots of little video cameras to show you how they work.
Maybe it's just mother's intuition, but Lynn Goldman thinks something's awry at home when she's away at work.
The camera is hidden right behind the speaker part here.
What made you take the step to come in here and rent the camera?
My daughter's become very clingy, grabbing onto me, and it just makes me question, is she getting enough attention at home? Is she being neglected? Could it be the babysitter?
Okay, this is our little pinhole lens.
It's the size of a pinhead, but it can cover 90 degrees.
You said that the eye is here.
Right.
The eye can hide in a phone, even in Garfield. The price for spying, $80 a day.
Put a tape in, put it on record, and that's all you have to do.
Okay, great. I'm gonna put you down, honey, okay? Because I need your help here.
Monica is 2.5 and about to star in home videos. The hidden camera goes in the eating area. The VCR in the master bedroom.
So we're all set up.
It seems sneaky. The nanny has no idea she's being taped, but it is legal as long as the camera's not in the bathroom or the nanny's bedroom. We join Lynn Goldman as she screens the video for the first time.
I'm glad I'm doing it, because hopefully if everything turns out all right, it'll just give me peace of mind.
No qualms?
No qualms about it. Well, she's being very affectionate to her now. Attentive, feeding her. Isn't that interesting? Let's see how long she stays on the phone for. This is when I feel a bit guilty. But not really. Quite conscientious.
I guess so. She's cleaning the wall while she's on the phone.
Maybe after this I'll give her a raise.
Will you tell her?
No,
Why not?
I wouldn't feel comfortable telling her. Maybe she'd understand, but maybe she wouldn't.
Nobody likes it. In whatever situation, nobody likes being spied on.
Beverly Richards isn't Lynn's sitter. She is a professional nanny trained in childcare.
If they need to spy on you, it means that they don't trust you.
Do you think it's too much for an employer to demand a guarantee to make sure you're doing your job?
They should have gotten that guarantee from the interview process, from the fact that you're in their house. It should be reason enough that they have trust in you. So what really are they looking for?
When you're away from 9 to 5, you don't know what's going on in your own four walls. Stay here. Stay here.
Lorraine Heaney advertised, interviewed, and got references when she hired her nanny. But during the second week with the new sitter, 14-month-old Eric started behaving strangely. Heaney put in 2 cameras.
It's like 2 different worlds. Upstairs in the bedroom, she was very loving and attentive to him.
But downstairs, Heaney saw something else.
She lays her handbag down on the couch. She goes up the stairs, and Eric proceeds to get into her handbag. He's putting some things in his mouth and attempting to brush his hair with her brush, and then he walks out of sight. And then you hear. Dad. I was very upset. I was very emotionally distraught.
Sit down and don't move.
It was very difficult to watch. But when you're watching your child with somebody else who is over-disciplining them.
Sam! Bad.
You want to jump into the screen and take your child in your arms and hug them and let them reassure them that it's okay.
She fired the nanny the next day.
You're talking about people who are unsupervised, who are caring for whether it's children or elderly or handicapped people who cannot defend themselves. It's quite easy to see where the camera lens is.
Jeff Johnson's an entrepreneur in the spy business. Last summer, he set up Family Watch, a new surveillance company just for peeping parents.
It's amazing, the technology today. We've got 4 cameras connected to a quad splitter, and all the quad splitter does is changes the cameras into one screen.
So effectively, you can spy in 4 different rooms at once.
Exactly.
It's a boomer business, preying on worried working parents. Johnson finds them in the classifieds, then makes cold calls. He describes it more like neighborhood watch than spying.
I mean, I could have called the company, you know, spiderweb, surveillance, hidden video technology, something really macho and dark and secretive. But to me, Family Watch was more consumer-oriented, more friendly, more approachable.
But that's marketing. I wonder if the nannies feel it's dark and sinister.
Well, I mean, the nannies will now know that, you know, Family Watch is out there, so they'll probably be looking over their shoulder and making sure they're doing their job as well.
It's just not acceptable. You wouldn't like to know that there's a camera over your desk all day long that you don't know about, you know. It's no different with nannies.
What's that? What did you make, Josh? What did you make?
Rico and Jane Morgan hadn't thought about spying until a call from Family Watch. Jane, a teaching assistant, spent 3 weeks at home training a new nanny. But just 2 days after she went back to work, she put in the cameras.
Did you hurt your toes?
The nanny met the basic criteria:
Are they okay?
comforting, feeding, changing diapers. But this scene created trouble.
She had dumped the box of Legos in front of them and then went and sat and read a book. When to me at that time, she could have been interacting with them. I'm not saying that she should have stayed and played with them the whole entire day, because I don't do that as a parent. When you have 2 kids behind a couch playing Legos or, you know, my youngest is 17 months. He can still put things in his mouth. He could choke.
That is all I needed to see to say, well, this is not going to work out.
So they confronted their nanny.
I said, you know, Joshua told me that you didn't play with him much. And she said, well, we played Legos all morning because that's all Josh likes to do. So that was enough for me to say, well, then she's lying. She's not being honest. If they're being honest with you, okay?
Are you being honest with them?
Well, I didn't tell them anything about the cameras being here.
Jane, do you think you'll ever feel confident having someone in your house looking after your kids?
No, I don't think so.
Then what good will surveillance cameras do?
We have 2 kids to look out for, and that's all there is to it.
2/3 of Family Watch clients did what the Morgans did, dismiss their nannies. Not for any abuse, more for failed expectations. As for Lynn Goldman, she was impressed. Only now, will her nanny stay?
What were you joking about to your husband?
I said, what will probably happen is that we'll see how terrific she is. She'll pass with flying colors, happen to see this on W5 and quit.
Susan, it seems like a terrible invasion of privacy. I mean, I suppose parents are allowed to check up on the treatment of their kids, but can't they do it some other way?
Yes, parents and nannies we spoke to suggested that parents spend more time in the interview process. They spend more time training the nanny before they go back to work, and they drop in on their nanny unexpectedly.